Hello everyone, Intuitive Healing, Quantum Healing. Yes, I just came alive, the live stream today, and because I would like to bring you a little bit closer around the trauma. Not really the trauma, but kind of the small trauma sometimes we couldn't recognize by our own physical eyes, but really sinking inside us, sinking inside deep. But by the way, before I'm going to start, welcome warmly everyone. And yes, stay tuned with me at the end because you're going unravel a lot of stuff today for yourself, not just only me, but definitely you will be the person, you'll be the human, you will be the light being, whatever you're going to call yourself. You're going to unravel lots of stuff for yourself today. So let's go dive into this video. So definitely, if you would like to leave the comments below, please leave it the comments below. If you would like to ask me the question, please leave the question. And during the session, during this recording, I try my the best to answer for you. If not now, definitely that message will be in your inbox after this video. Like I promise, I'm always responding straight away. Okay, so let's go dive in, like I said. So what I would like to include today, what is the trauma? Definitely, I would like to bring you the definition. What is the trauma? Another thing, I would like to bring you the way how we see the trauma from the human form, okay? So the small trauma and big trauma, that will be unraveled today for you. And also that could be a solution. So how you can cope with that. So I don't want to leave you with anything today because I would like to give you some tools, some spiritual tools. Even if you're not a spiritual person, you can see lots of different perspectives. So open your mind, be open. Don't shut yourself for the different knowledge, different information, because you never know which part of this information, which that piece is going to land it on your heart and also resonates with you. In other words, okay, another way of the meaning. Okay, so what is the trauma? So definitely from my perspective and from a lot of different beautiful people perspective is something you suppress inside you, okay, emotionally, you suppress emotionally inside you during the traumatized event. So that energy, which one doesn't have time, doesn't have an opportunity to go out and then release and just only slowly moving, being stuck in your body through the process, fight, fly, freeze, that kind of the things, okay? And they're completely disconnected as well, because sometimes the soul decided through the traumatic event leave the body, and so the soul won't be feeling too much, just only the body will be kind of the storage for the emotion. So we need to, during that event, release that emotion. I'm not saying the trauma is something really bad. I'm not saying like that. From my perspective, the trauma is a beautiful event, but until we're going just to release that emotion, okay, because we are learning from everything. So that's my conclusion. What is the trauma? That's very quick. So the trauma is energy. That energy, that emotion, which one is stuck in your system, stuck in your body, stuck in your soul cells, stuck in your cells, and they are not ready to leave, because probably the people or just only the person didn't know how to utilize that stuff. So that is stuck emotion, that stuck energy in your body. Okay, the trauma is not the event. It's not the event. For example, I can say, that's the example is coming to me. My daughter was beaten by someone else a few years ago, and she got that trauma. She has that trauma in her body. I knew it because we're still healing that process. We're still doing that process. But it's not that event is a traumatized her. Not that event traumatized. No, the emotion, the emotion which one being stored during that event is trauma, because they are still living in her body. They are still living in her aura, the physical aura. Do you know what I mean? They're living in her face, they're living in her hands, they're living in her shoulder, tummy, definitely liver, like, you know, lots of traumatized events. That's what I'm saying. Traumatized events is in your solar plexus chakra, because this is like an emotion. See, that's emotion. I would like to say that's a washing machine, so we can wash, we clean it, and then we can dry, and we're going a little bit up, so we just only come back to the heart chakra, isn't it? That's a love, peace, and a lot of safety, security. That's really nurturing, like a mother. Okay, but first we need to wash it. We need to wash it. We need to dry it. We need to put a lot of beautiful balm on it, and that's beautiful stuff. Okay, so this is a trauma. So please don't see the trauma as something really hard or something difficult or something really, I would like to say depressed, because something is coming to my mouth, because from the trauma we're learning, from the trauma we can grow up, from the trauma we can be a better version of ourselves. And anyway, we've chosen that trauma before we came here on the planet Earth. So leave it or take it. It's your choice. I'm going to leave that with you. So now you know what is the trauma. So that's what he said. That's energy stuck in your body, okay? And full stop. And that and won't be utilized until you're going to be triggered by something in life. So now it's time. So for example, if you've got the child 7 years old, 8, 10, and etc., 11, 12, okay, before the self is no self, the belief system is going to be created inside that beautiful young human. So when you've got that child, okay, in that age, and you can go through different emotions. Oh, by the way, I would like to mention, I'm just only going to very surface, okay, because I don't want to go much deeper. The trauma is beyond that stuff, is behind, is ancestral lineage, and etc. But today I would like to focus on this life, okay, this life. I'm not going back, okay. I can tell you later on what's coming in the next few months on my profile in my life. So definitely, so when you've got a child on the 7, 8, 10, like I mentioned, and they come through some traumas, that could be a big trauma and could be a small trauma. Okay, I can tell you how this works now. Let's go just any linking now briefly. So the small trauma is definitely something for that child, and you never know what kind of the perspective or what kind of the perception they've got. So that probably could be maybe they break the ankle or break some kind of the bones in the body. That could be a big trauma for them as well. So it depends about perception, okay? It depends about the consciousnance level, okay? That's kind of the things. I'm not going to say you've got a big trauma, I've got a small, and I've got a big and you've, and vice versa. It's not like that, because we have to see through our own lenses. We can't see the trauma from my lenses and I'm going to decide that your trauma, not like that. But definitely something big is like a big loss, okay? Family loss, father, like that child, probably. That could be a big trauma, a big event. That's something really significant in their life, okay? That would be a big trauma for them. But definitely a small one, or maybe the finger little cut, or that kind of the things, or maybe when they will be walk and they will be fell over, that will be a small trauma, because they will be utilizing that emotion, that stress from their body very quickly. But the big one, like maybe they lost the father or they lost the mother or something like that, grandfather, they'll be really connected. That will be a big trauma, because they need to grieve, they need to release that emotion from the body, because that was a long-term attachment, that kind of the things, okay? So if your attachment to something is really long, definitely there's a big uncomfortable feeling in your body. So now you know the perspective around the big trauma and small trauma. I just only gave the example on the children, but for the adults, like could be a coming back from the war, and that will be also difficult time, maybe divorce or That's a lot of different things. So I don't want to underline, I don't want to generalize big and small, but be mindful around it, okay? Because sometimes something is big, or maybe you lost the pen and you can go replace it for something new. That could be a small one, isn't it? Oh, definitely. Or maybe not, maybe that'd be a big. Can you see? That's the difference. I don't want to articulate, you've got a big and somebody got a small. No, just go, let's go live with this stuff. But if something exists, something like that. But definitely, I would like to come another topic, another sentence around something, like I said, something inside you really, really calling you to look after yourself. So that's mean the trauma, which one you suppressed. I'm not joking, I'm not lying. Everyone got a trauma in their body. Big, small, tiny, huge. We've got this. We've got this. That's a whole population of the people on the planet have got that stuff. We've suppressed the emotion. We've been conditioned. So don't say, I don't have any trauma, because after this video, you'll be see, oh my goodness, I've got this. She showed me, or maybe she guided me, okay? So be careful. Be careful what you're saying, and how you're saying, okay? So definitely, I would like to say something around symptoms that trauma been created inside you. So maybe you don't know what kind of the symptoms. Maybe you know, but you don't want to admit inside in front of yourself, yes, I've got that stuff. I need to work on it. I need to go and have a look what is really inside me, and where does that come from, and how I feel, where is that begin, or who was involved that stuff. So a lot of stuff. And also go try to release that trauma from your system, and then start thrive the life instead of survive. So that kind of the solution you and I and a lot of beautiful souls seeking around the planet now at the moment. And sometimes the people didn't know they've got the trauma, like I said a few seconds ago. If you are, just please listen now. If you are hyper vigilant, if you are super stressed, that you've got the trauma inside you. Maybe you don't know what kind of the trauma, but definitely that kind of the sign is definitely linking to the trauma. Maybe you've got a really chronic illness inside you. That's the trauma. That's everything. When I'm talking now, that's from the spiritual perspective, because from the psychological perspective, for the Western medicine, they saying, oh, that's anxiety, that kind of the emotion, that's the depression, and this is a kind of the overwhelming, and that situation being created in your family, around the society, that kind of the trauma you've got. But the trauma is something much more deeper inside you. Like, you don't get this from somebody else. You've been created, and your family created and pass it on to you. And now you are completely maybe lost. That's kind of the things as well. You feel lost. You feel really scared. You feel really afraid. You don't feel very heard, seen, okay, lovable, sad. You feel all the time sad because something is missing inside you and in your life. And also you really feel offended, okay? That's kind of the trauma as well. If somebody's going to say something to you and you just think, oh God, why did you say that to me? And that kind of the things. So pay attention on your reaction, how you react. If somebody is going to give you a lot of compliments and you don't know how to receive that compliments, that kind of the things as well, because you are not opening yourself to receive that beautiful gift. And also that's kind of the symptoms. Maybe that sounds for you silly, but definitely something inside you is calling to you to be open, because you're blocked, you suppress that emotions, okay, inside you before before you came, or maybe during your childhood. Okay, so that kind of the things. So like I said, also the chronic disease, asthma, eczema, arthritis, diabetes. Oh my goodness, I can say. Also issue with your eyesight. That's a lots of stuff, isn't it? The thyroid system. Oh my goodness. I had a long time ago when I was a child. I remember my grandmother took me to the doctor, and they gave me, that was a long time ago, but prescription, and I took some tablets. I think that was iodine, something like that. Anyway, so I knew it. Now I knew that was something inside me was calling to be healed. But now I'm healed from that trauma anyway. But definitely that was the time. See, so that kind of the things. You need to go inside and have a look. Definitely step by step. And believe me, begin from the root chakra and check the root chakra. Just go up, sacral chakra, go up, solar plexus chakra, go up, your heart chakra, go up, your throat chakra, go up, your third eye, where your intuition and psychic ability is living, go up, crown chakra. Connect with the spirit, connect with your spiritual realm, and then you can start thriving. Is much more, but I'm going to give you the 7 basic one. Yeah, so step by step, because every level have got something for you. Every level of your consciousness, every level of the chakras, I will feel like every level of the energy system in your body. I don't know how you would like to call it. Okay, so keep calling, and keep growing. Okay, heal step by step, step by step, step by step. So like I said, hyper vigilant. That kind of the things. Also, I said the chronic disease, you've got this. I'm just only touching really nice, slowly surface. And also the third things I would like to tell you is something like a somatic symptoms. Have you ever heard about it? So for example, that happened for me a long time ago. I was like completely in the panic mode. Okay, well, when you're in the panic mode as well, tada, you've got that something, you have to release it, let it go. But anyway, the somatic symptoms, I remember that. I was long time ago, could be 10 years ago. I was just only feeling something like in my throat. I was like a choking. I was like almost choking. I couldn't breathe because my breath was really shallow, and I didn't breathe from my diaphragm, and also the tummy, because everything was coming from the chest. When you're breathing from the chest, you're like, Definitely, you have to go inside and look after yourself. Please don't wait for tomorrow. Okay? And then I felt that choke inside myself, and I checked so many times. Is something inside? No, nothing. I went to the West medicine doctor, and he said, nothing is wrong with you. Everything is good, clean, clear, fantastic. Okay? But he or she, I couldn't remember, never said, oh, maybe that's your stress level. Or maybe that trauma from your childhood because you've been sexually abused or something like that. They never told me like that. They never asked me about how I'm feeling. Where is your background? And they never put together mind and body, okay? Remember, that's why we have to connect it together, okay? So if you've got any question, please leave me now, okay? If you've got later on, leave it later on. So that's why. And then when I start healing myself, and when I start connecting myself through the beautiful meditation and affirmation mantras and praying and writing and etc., then I start connected with myself. I just only start feeling more and just only releasing more, let it go more, okay? So remember, mind, body, spirit. That's why I would like to give you something. So that's why I just only wrote this book. So if you would like to get it, just go on the Amazon. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mind, body, spirit. So that's why we have to connect it together. Everything. We can't disconnect. So that's all the stuff. So that you've got now the somatic pain in your body, hypervigilant, and that kind of the things, okay? So you need to feel more, and just go and dive in more, okay? And don't isolate yourself, because as a light being in the human form, we need others. We need each other. I need you to recording this video. Thank you for coming. And you need me to remind you the words, maybe not all of them, just going straight away to your brain, straight away to your heart, straight away to each specific chakras, but definitely what you need to hear today, you heard. Definitely like that. Okay, so that's why I'm just recording this video. That's the small symptoms, that the tiny small symptoms, like the pain, hypervigilance, isolation, and getting easily angry and feeling all the time sad, offense, and just only be really, really, how can I say, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. Yeah, just only showing off that kind of the things also is a hiding behind the trauma. Okay, so all the stuff. For example, I would like to unravel something for you. I didn't know I'm going to do that today, but definitely, we've got a cat at home, and one day when I woke up, my husband was stroke the cat, and then I told him, "Oh, can I give a hug? Can I give you a hug, or can you give me a hug?" And he said to me, "Oh no, because I'm stroking the cat." And I just knew felt really offense. Okay, that was like, oh, why? But that was a trauma from my childhood. I can tell you why. Because I've been left with my grandmother, and my mom go away. So this is the kind of the pinpoint for me to be careful with that stuff, to heal, to let it go. Can you see? That's all I would like to give you. So pay attention on the small stuff. I told you the best yet to come, and the best came at the end as well, because that small tiny pinpoint was, I would like to say, amazing. I don't know how about you, but for me that was a great, because I never know. I'm so grateful for everything, but also I grateful for my cat, because she showed me where I am and what I need to heal. So pay attention on everything in your life, and the small tiny pieces, the animal, the people around you, the events happening. That's everything. Everything is opportunity to heal yourself and heal others. Remember that stuff. But if you don't know how to do it, please come to me and reach me out. You know where I am, you know my all links. I'm waiting for you. By the way, what I would like to say, I told you. Okay, so I'm going. Anyway, that's it in the already written. So then I would like to, from the January, I'm going to, how can I say, announce and start and began my new course, how to tap to your inner ability to heal yourself. Okay, so that will be a beautiful course, which one will be running from the January. So how to tap to your inner ability to heal yourself. So it's definitely tapping to your to ability to heal yourself. So that course will be run from the January. There will be lots of subjects. There will be symptoms. There will be also why you've got the knee pain, why you've got the heart pain, and also I'm going to attach the stuff how you can speak with your soul properly, so you can communicate easily. And we will be doing lots of connection on each level of the chakras. My goodness, there will be a lot of beautiful stuff. So please come and join me. And also I'm going to leave the link below to sign up if you would like to, of course, if you feel that will be something for you. But definitely that will be tapping to your inner ability to heal yourself. And that'll be mind, body, sorry, I'm just only reading what I've written. Mind, body, spirit. Yes, we'll be talking around the mind, around the body, around the spirit. That will be a lot of beautiful stuff. I'm going to leave the link, like I said. And please spread the words and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You know how to do it. If not, you know where I am. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye for now.